All right, let me just write down a few terms for you. Like if I wrote down, V1, what's that going to be 11 over 1? If I wrote down V2, I can write a little funny for you, but it's going to write 11 times 11. That's 2 factors. On bottom, you get 1 times 2. That's 2 factorial. If you wrote down V3, what would you get? Well, 11 over 1, 11 over 2, 11 over 3. I get a general idea what the pattern looks like, and it's important I can do that, right? So what I want to do is kind of extend it, and to do that, I can write down, Vn now, and I'll write down, 11 over 1, 11 over 2, 11 over 3, getting tired already, dot, dot, dot. I'm eventually going to get 11 over 11. Then it's going to be dot 11 over 12, 11 over 13. Getting tired, dot, dot, dot. Let's go towards the end. And I'm just going to write the last 2 factors now. I know there's going to be 11 on top, 11 on top. That would be n. What goes on bottom? N minus 1. All right? Now looking at it, what do I know about this over here? Just looking at it, that's n factorial, right? There's going to be n factors there. What's over here? There's n factors of 11. So it certainly stands to reason. So what I did here was I decided, let me get my eraser out again. I'll show you where this is written in notes, by the way. I have it written over here. Oops, sorry about that. I got this part, and I got this part over here. Kind of dividing into 2 separate parts. So what I want to claim over here is that, the beginning part of this over here, I can clearly understand that. I'm going to say, I know that's some number. I'm going to say it's some number C. So this beginning part, like 11, there's going to be certainly 11 factors of 11 and 11 factor on the bottom. It's going to be some number C. I'm not interested in the number, by the way, but it's definitely a number. And then when you look at this over here, I'm thinking to myself is that every single factor here in the beginning of it, like 11 twelfths, 11 thirteenths, they're all smaller than 1. They're all smaller than 1, right? They're all smaller than 1. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take the last factor, 11 over n. Now this is going to require some thinking over here. Let me repeat this over here. All these factors in the beginning are all smaller than 1. So what do I get here? I would get something like this. Whatever the C is here, this is the last factor, and this over here is going to be smaller than 1. So I'm certainly getting something like that, all right? So I'm going to say, looking at it, Vn is less than or equal to C, whatever that number is. And again, I'm going to repeat this over here. C is this number over here. What else do I know about Vn? It's certainly greater than or equal to 0. What am I going to do now? I'm going to use the squeeze theorem from Math 121. The limit as n goes to infinity. So limit as n goes to infinity of the lower guy, that's 0. Well, that's easy, that's 0. And the limit n goes to infinity of C times 11 over n. This is also equal to 0. Again, C is some finite number. Finite number times 11 is a finite number, and n is growing without bound. It could be 0. What do I now know? I know the limit by the squeeze theorem as n goes to infinity of Vn is equal to 0. All right? So I'm going to say the sequence, the limit's 0, and the sequence converges over here. All right? Again, we're hoping you can read through the notes, by the way, and you can make sense of what's being presented to you. Thank you.